Welcome back to Just Scribble for a share of the Travel Watercolor Set and sketchbook from Lightwish. So back in December, I shared a full-size watercolor set from Lightwish. I've been really enjoying those watercolors. They've been really fun to play with in my journals and painting with my kiddo. And recently they reached out and let me know that they had a travel watercolor set as well. And they asked if I would want to receive one and check it out and share it with you guys. And I said yes, because I think it's always nice to have a portable watercolor set. We are heading into summer, which means traveling more, taking more road trips, wanting to document those and take a little bit of your planner and journaling supplies with you when you go, but also because I think it's nice to have a portable watercolor set that you can keep in your planner tote so that you can have watercolors readily available to decorate your journaling pages or lay down a little bit of color on your planner pages just for a little bit of fun and a little bit of deco. And it's nice for it to be portable and compact so that it doesn't take up a lot of space in your planner tote. And there are other portable watercolor options available. I have a few of them, but I wanted to check out Lightwish's because I'm really enjoying that other watercolor set that they sent to me, and also because it is a more affordable option, which I think is really nice as well. So I'm going to open up the travel watercolor set and also the sketchbook real quick so we can get into them and check them out. So we're going to check out the sketchbook first. So it has a little band on it that says watercolor sketchbook, 100% cotton. On the back it has their information. And it is a faux leather cover with a little wrap. Super cute. My kiddo saw this and I think he's going to be commandeering it because he's really excited for it. He loves the look of this journal. He was so excited when he saw it. When you open it up, you have over here some storage space. If you can see that there. Here, so you can keep accessories. So you could keep tubes of watercolor paint or gouache. You could keep rulers, stencils, whatever it is that you need. And then it has a spot up here as well. So if you were keeping like a longer ruler in there, you could tuck it in both sides and it wouldn't fall out. And then it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pen loops for your brushes. So I have some brushes here. They're in different sizes, the pen loops, not my brushes. Well, my brushes are as well, but they have little flaps at the top to kind of tuck over and protect your brushes, and a space at the bottom where the bottom of your brush tucks in. And so you can store your brushes there. And then again, the other 3 on this side. And then it has 100% cotton watercolor paper, and it is on a ring. That's actually one of the things that my kiddo was most excited about when he saw it, because he is left-handed. So sometimes using sketchbooks that are bound can be a little bit difficult for him, but also this enables him to take the pages in and out when he's doing his watercoloring, and then he can put them back when they're completed, and that just makes it a little bit easier for him. And I personally like it because that means that you can refill it. So you can use this journal traveling, and then when you complete all of the pages, you can take them out and you can buy refills from them and you can replace the pages. Or if you have watercolor paper already, you can cut it to size. It's A5 size, and you can punch holes and you can refill it. So it has a little plastic piece back here that the ring mechanism is attached to, and then it just tucks right in there. And so you can replace the watercolors as you need, or the watercolor paper as you need, as you complete all of your sketches and watercolors, which I think is really nice. It's a really nice, thick watercolor paper, and it folds up nice and compact, so you could have everything with you in this journal to take with you when you're traveling, to document what you see, the landscapes, all of the things. I think it's a really fun sketchbook. They do have other versions as well. They have other ones that are spiraled, but they don't have the leather strap. They have some that have a snap closure. So lots of different options and in some different colors if this one isn't one that resonates with you. They do have a lot of different options. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that my kiddo is going to commandeer this one, so I don't think this one is going to be mine. But I think it's a really nice sketchbook. But what I was really excited about was checking out their travel watercolor set. So this does come in a few different color options. They sent me the one with purple because purple is my favorite color, but the case itself has different color options. So if you're looking for something that matched your aesthetic, you could get one. And it zips closed. And when you open it up, it has inside 2 swatch cards for the colors that are included. So you get lemon yellow, deep yellow, vermilion, rose madder, royal purple, ultramarine, Prussian blue, emerald green, tea green, earth yellow, burnt sienna, and carbon black. And they are in this little hinged case. And then over here, you have another little case. And in here, you have a palette. So you have mixing trays here, here, and here. And then you have a reservoir that you can use for water. So you have everything that you need. And it closes up like that. And it fits like that. And you have everything that you need in this one little set. So I do have other travel watercolor sets. I have one in here. So I have some very tiny ones. This one is an art toolkit, so it's teeny tiny. This one is from a small shop that I bought from, and it has some sparkly watercolors in it. But I like that this has the palettes here and then the watercolors here, and then they zip and they're all contained. I do also have a little pill cup, like a travel cup that you use to take medicine. I use that for water. And then I actually have some other watercolor brushes, travel ones, that are like metal sheathed and they kind of go together and become small. But what I tend to use the most are water brushes, just because I think that those are really, really easy. Because you can fill them with water, and so when you're traveling, you don't have as much water to use. You don't have, your sink necessarily, like if you're at the beach or at the lake or something like that. And so being able to put water in the brush itself helps prevents you from having to have quite as much water or access to as much water for your watercoloring. So we're going to use one of my brushes. But I did bring a little bottle of water, so if you were out sketching and you had bottled water in your cooler, you could just put some water in here and you could use that to rinse your brush. And of course, if you're using this travel journal, you could stick your watercolor brushes down in there. I wouldn't even probably tuck them in. I would just stick them like that, and you can stick them there. So let's check out the colors that we've got. So we've got lemon yellow, deep yellow. These aren't really in order because I kind of mixed them up when I was opening it up. We have royal purple, or what I assume is royal purple. I don't know. Let's see. There's no labels on them. It looks like rose madder. Vermilion. Oh, that's so pretty. Ultramarine. And Prussian blue. Emerald green. Earth yellow. That's really pretty. I like that. This should be burnt sienna. And tree green. and Carbon Black. I really like their watercolors. I think that they're really nice for the money. I'm really enjoying, like I said, the full-size set that I have. I'm going to scoot that up there just so I have a little bit more room to work. But I find that they're nicer and smoother than a lot of ones that I've bought that are less expensive, like ones we bought at craft stores and stuff for my kiddo. And I think that they're really fun to play with. I'm just going to mix a few colors with y'all, just so we can kind of check them out. I think the colors are really vibrant. This paper is very nice too. It's very thick, and so I don't think it will buckle under water. Sometimes my kiddo tends to be a little bit water heavy when he's watercoloring, as I think most kids are. And so I think it can hold up to the water that he'll add. I really like this. What did I say it was called? I said it was called Earth Yellow. I really like that. I think it's really pretty. And it's a good variety of colors, I think. Everything you would need to add to your journal or to do some, light sketching and watercoloring when you're traveling, or again, at the beach, at the lake, at the coffee shop. I really like them. I think these are fun. And I like that the watercolors are contained in here, so when you're done, they'll dry in here and they won't get into anything else. Of course, you'll have to dump the water out of the travel set, right? But I think they're really nice. I'm excited for this. I'm excited to use them this summer. Hopefully, I can do some travel watercolor, like some shorts or some reels with you guys. So let's do some mixing over here. Let's add a little bit of yellow. Make like a little fiery red color. And then we can drag it out. Make it a little bit peacher. Let's see. Let's use the blue and the tree green. And a little bit of the sienna. And we'll make a sort of deep olive green. Let me scooch all up. So we made like an olive green. It is a really good base set for mixing. Lots of color combinations that you can do. I really like it. Now, of course, I'm sitting at my desk and not outside or somewhere where I can dump that. So I'm going to very carefully set the travel set there. But again, you dump the water out and then you would just, fold it up and close it up, put the base on it, and then put it all in here. So the only thing that you would need to bring with you is this and this, or this and your planner and one of your water brushes. And you'd have everything you need to play with watercolors, to doodle and draw, and just add like a background to your journaling pages. I will do one of the little swatch cards real quick, and then I will let you guys go. So let's go ahead and swatch on the swatch card so that way I have it. I'm just going to rinse my brush directly into my bottle for this. So we have lemon yellow. Only because the water that I used there, I got kind of yucky. I got it a little bit gross, and I already closed it up. I'm not doing a very good job of staying in the lines, but you guys will forgive me. Oh, that purple. It's so pretty. Do you guys like watercolors? What are your favorite watercolors? Oh, look at that. So pretty. What's your favorite brand of watercolor? Do you have a travel watercolor set? Do you watercolor in your journal or for art purposes? I'm always curious. I love to add watercolor to the back pages, or not to the back pages, to the pages behind my journaling. So I do have my little pocket journal here. And I love just adding some watercolor just for fun, partly because it makes the pages sound so nice and crinkly, and partly because it just gives you a nice base to write on. Earth yellow. My brush was a little bit dirty and muddy when I did the lemon yellow, so it's a little muddy on there, but I know what it is. Would you guys like to see more watercolor videos? Would you like to do like watercolor with me videos? I have to figure out how we could do like a fun art with me video series or something, if that's something you guys would be interested in. All right, not dry yet, but there we have the colors. Again, my brush was a little muddy there, but really pretty. And nice and contained in here, so they won't like get all gross in your bag, which is really, really nice. And they have a home here, and then I have to empty the water out of that, but that would go there. And then you just zip it up and toss it in your planner pouch. I think this will be great just to have in my planner pouch always. So I always have some watercolors on hand with one of my water brushes, and I'm good to go for journaling adventures. But these are the swatches and mixes on the watercolor paper. Really pretty. I like that moss color that we created. So much fun. I really like this. Again, I'm probably not going to keep this. My kiddo is going to take it. I already know. And I'm okay with that. I have journals that I watercolor in more than watercolor paper. And also I have other watercolor books. So I will let him have this, and he will put his brushes in here, and he'll be so excited because he can replace the paper, which is really, really nice for him. And he can also take it in and out to do his watercolor. But I think it's a really fun journal option, and I really like this. I'm super excited. So that's my video, my unboxing, my share of the Lightwish Travel Watercolor Set. Again, it comes with 12 colors, the colors that we saw there, and also one of the watercolor journals from Lightwish. Like I said, they have a few different styles. If this isn't your style and you don't like the wrap and the kind of trifold closure, they have some that have snap closures, and they have other styles as well in different colorways as well, so you can find one that suits your needs and fits your aesthetic. I will have links to both these products down below in the description box, so definitely check that out if you're looking to shop. But that's my video, my share of the Lightwish Travel Watercolor Set and their journal. If you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to put them down below, and I will definitely get back with you. Give me a thumbs up if you liked this share. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss future videos, and don't forget to just scribble.